done evolution line videos for a few Digimon groups now, and if the Demon Lords were appropriate for Spooktober, well, Easter time might be appropriate for Holy Digimon. And there's not really one major Holy Digimon group. There are the three Archangels comprised of Ofanimon, Seraphimon, and Cherubimon Virtue, and then there's just kind of overall do-gooder groups like the Royal Knights and the Olympus 12, but even they aren't really like holy necessarily, and sometimes they're kind of not good guys. But Digimon Adventure 2020, the reboot of Digimon Adventure, go figure, did introduce the 7 Holy Digimon. These have not been acknowledged as an official group by like the Digimon reference book or anything outside of Digimon Adventure 2020 media, but they are a group of 7 Holy Digimon, and 3 of them are the 3 Archangels. So you could definitely consider these somewhat a counterpart to the Demon Lords, so they're not actually meant to be. Regardless, they existed in Digimon Adventure 2020, so on today's video, let's theorize what their evolution lines might be. And if you're looking to get yourself some Digimon goods in this 25th anniversary of Digimon animation, definitely make sure you go check out Buyee. When you sign up for Buyee with my link in the description down below, they will give you a 10% off coupon site-wide that you can use to buy anything, not just Digimon stuff, and when you do, it directly supports my channel. You can use Buyee as a proxy service, that is what they are for. So websites that have restrictions on international shipping, like Yahoo Japan Auctions and Shopping, Mercari, Rakuten, PayPay Flea Market, and many more, you use Buyee as a middleman. Shop on those websites via Buyee or with their Add to Buyee browser extension and check out, meaning that you can get those items that are normally region locked to Japan almost anywhere across the world. And like I say, when you sign up for Buyee with my link in the description, you support this channel and get that 10% off coupon, plus they're always giving away a ton of other coupons too, so please do make sure you go check that out, and thank you to Buyee for sponsoring this video. What is up, digital companions? My name is Karn EX and welcome back to Evolution Lines. And yeah, the 7 Holy Digimon from Digimon Adventure 2020. This is a much more straightforward Evolution Lines video, I think. Some of them have already got pretty obvious evolutions, some of them though, not so much. I have seen it theorized that there's a world where alongside Ofanimon and Seraphimon lining up with Kari and TK's partners, that Valdurmon the bird could connect to Sora, Rasielmon the beast could connect to Matt, that there is some kind of connection between the Holy Digimon and the Digidestined, but I don't think that's true. We see a sort of flashback of sorts to the Holy Battle, and the 8 Digimon at that battle were the 8 Mega Digivolutions of the partner Digimon, Wargreymon, Metal Garurumon, etc. What I think is most likely is that Seraphimon and Ofanimon, who are members of the 7 Holy Digimon in Adventure 2020, were also part of the group of Mega Digimon in the final battle. They were kind of in both groups. Also, there are 7 Holy Digimon and 8 Digidestined in this season, and we know Lopmon is the D-Digivolved form of Cherubimon, so I would say overall the Holy Digimon also being the Digidestined partners is very unlikely, and as such, I won't be using like Abumon or Agumon in these evolution lines. However, I think it's very likely that Patamon and Gatomon in this season are reincarnated similar to Lopmon, or I guess Gatomon would be Salomon. Lopmon is a Digimon that exists now, but used to be one of the Archangels, so I think the same is true for Patamon and Gatomon. They have a specific holy connection, especially with those feathers. So I think the Ofanimon of this group digivolves from Angelwomon, then Gatomon, then Salomon. I think it's unlikely it would be a randomly different evolution line just for the sake of not clashing with Kari's partner, and even if it isn't the exact same Digimon, multiple of the same species of Digimon can exist within the same canon anyway. So whether you think that Ofanimon in this group is a separate Digimon to Kari's or not, there can be 2 Ofanimon and 2 Angelwomon and 2 Gatomon and 2 Salomon, it doesn't matter. And I just think it's the most likely evolution line for an Ofanimon in basically any adventure related setting. And likewise the same is true for Seraphimon. I think its pre-evolution will be Magna Angemon, though it could be the priest mode that we saw briefly in that evolution sequence in Adventure 2020, maybe the 7 Holy Digimon version of Seraphimon directly digivolves from priest mode, that could be fun. Then Angemon and Patamon. Again, I don't see any need to arbitrarily switch this up just for the sake of switching it up. And that brings us to the final member of the 3 Archangels, the actual group of Holy Digimon outside of Adventure canon, Cherubimon. We know it was a Lopmon in 2020, it de-digivolved or depowered to a Lopmon, and I'm fairly certain that the line is then Teruimon and Andiramon. Andiramon/Antilamon is a Holy Digimon, a Deva in Tamer's continuity, and Teruimon I think is actually confirmed, but also if the options are Teruimon and Wendimon, I think it's probably Teruimon, right? That brings us into our kind of unknown section.
What is that? It's the unknown.
I think much like an Adventure Tri, Rasielmon is supposed to be a kind of counterpart to Ofanimon in this situation, in the same way that Meicoomon is a counterpart to Gatomon in the Tri movies. So Rasielmon digivolving along its normal kind of good line, aka not vicious mode, not Ragglemon, would be Rasielmon from Maycrackmon from Meicoomon. The rookie's tough because we technically don't have an official Digimon that is a Meicoomon rookie, but there was one planned and indeed an in training too, which is literally just a Meicoomon variant of Salamon. To me, I think that would be a natural pick for the rookie for this Digimon, meaning there's some symmetry going on here. We have a Salamon and a Maimon, I don't know what this creature would be called, giving some more cohesion and matchups with the line. Their Megas and their whole evolution line would have something in common. Though if you want to use a Digimon that actually exists and not one that was just planned, Lylmon is also a beastly, similarly colored to the Meicoomon line Digimon and is a holy beast. I think that works pretty well, but I'm personally going to stick with the unnamed Meicoomon rookie. Valdurmon could digivolve from Hippogriffamon, giving another connection to Digimon Tri, which again I think is very likely that this season would do. And Hippogriffamon is a mythic beast Digimon, looks quite holy in my opinion. Obviously Hippogriffamon digivolved to Zuchaomon in Tri, but I think digivolving to Valdurmon is equally as good here. I don't really like the Rear Eyes and Tri choices for Hippogriffamon in this instance, so instead I'm going to pick Darkmon. Would go nicely alongside some of our other Angel Digimon, it being a champion and then maybe having a friend in Angelwomon, the ultimate would work. And then the rookie, again kind of calling back to Tri, although a completely different evolution line, could be Tapirmon. It is a holy Digimon, it has a holy ring, and has been a Darkmon pre-evolution before. Admittedly, apparently only in Digimon Championship, but I'll take a win wherever I can get one. I am halfway through recording this video and just remembered that I didn't turn my background light on, so enjoy that for the 3 more shots in the video, it'll matter. Moving over to SlashAngemon, Shikuamon. Listen, I get it. SlashAngemon has been pushed somewhat as the mega for Shikuamon for SummerSlam, and if you want to use Shikuamon, that's fine. Personally, to me, I think Shikuamon works better as a ClavisAngemon Prevo, though still works good for SlashAngemon. I understand the reasons why people think it works, I just in this instance have to pick one, and it's not going to be SlashAngemon. I think a more cohesive line for SlashAngemon is it digivolving from Nightmon, who is not necessarily a holy Digimon, but has the crest of hope on it, which is pretty good, given that it is going to digivolve into an Angemon in this ideal evolution line. Then the common pre-evolution for Nightmon, Gladimon, still crazy to me that that's a champion, not a rookie. And then the rookie itself can be Pawnchessmon White or Kotemon, keeping the knightly and blade aesthetic we're looking for, and still feeling noble and potentially holy. However, if you did want a specifically more holy rookie Digimon, you could choose Kudamon, though I might save Kudamon for the next one.
Sometimes foreshadowing is relatively obvious.
ClavisAngemon is the one I am going to pick Shikuamon for. While I can absolutely see the logic in giving SlashAngemon Shikuamon, I think there are more visual lineups with ClavisAngemon. It doesn't have the X antibody apparently, and they're both Angemon variants at the end of the day, so it's apples and pears, as opposed to apples and oranges, which are very different things. I think a pre-evolution that actually works pretty nicely for Shikuamon if we're not going to go down the Ankylamon route is Harpymon. It's a light armor, so it could definitely just be used as a champion, and it has some of that kind of ancient stonework feel that Shikuamon and kind of ClavisAngemon share. Or Gargoylemon, another light armor, would also work quite nice. And it also would kind of keep up a stone theme because of the real world gargoyles. And then for the rookie, yeah, Kudamon would work quite well as a Gargoylemon or even Harpymon pre-evolution, evoking the same kind of imagery as Shikuamon and ClavisAngemon. But given we have been going for symmetry here, we've got a Salamon and a named Meicoomon rookie, the Ofanimon and the Patron line lining up very nicely to their adventure counterparts, I think it might be nice to use Terriamon here, as Lopmon is the member of these holy Digimon that has the most plot significance, I guess you could say, out of all of them. If one of these sets of evolutions are getting a twin, I feel like Lopmon should get its twin too. And I don't hate Terriamon in this line, I think it looks really good, you know, maybe a little bit better as a Gargoylemon Prevo than a Harpymon Prevo. So Kudamon, Terriamon, whichever one you want to go with. I'm personally going with Terriamon, but yeah, Kudamon would be nice too, especially alongside Tapirmon, but Lopmon needs its twin, you know? And that is it, my ideas for the evolution lines of the 7 holy Digimon. Ofanimon, Angelwomon, Gatomon, and Salamon. Seraphimon, Magna-Angemon, Angemon, and Patamon. Cherubimon, Antilamon, Terumon, and Lopmon. Rasielmon, Maycrackmon, Meicoomon, and the unnamed Meicoomon rookie. Valdurmon, Hippogriffamon, Darkmon, and Tapirmon. SlashAngemon, Nightmon, Gladimon, and Pawnchessmon White, or Kudamon, and ClavisAngemon, Shikuamon, Gargoylemon, and Terriamon. Let me know what you think of these picks in the comments down below. I think they're pretty good. Be respectful about it, don't be a dick. Make sure you sign up for today's sponsor, Buyee. I would appreciate that very much. Follow me on Twitter, I guess. I'm trying to hit 10k followers so I can fully quit that website forever. Thank you to my sovereigns on Patreon, ZDK14 and Jamon. You can also go sign up patreon.com/Karn EX if you want to. I know there's a sponsor in this video, but you know, Patreon's good too. And everyone else who supports me over on Patreon and on YouTube channel memberships, I appreciate you all so very very much. This is being recorded before Digimon Con, but it's going to go out after Digimon Con, so who knows if there's anything good to talk about or if we're just going to be talking about stuff from the past again. But you know what? I've got about 100 video ideas. I'm never going to run out until I run out. I'm also going to do some Pokemon videos soon, some other non-Digimon videos, so please support those. All right, I'll see you next time when we go digital. Bye-bye!